Hey guys, quick, kind of small update on my 83. Um, I took the mat out of the floor, and that old like insulation type stuff under the carpet. It was really wet, and you can see it pitted this floor up. Now the floor's still good and solid. I stripped it all down to shiny metal, most of it shiny metal, with a wire brush, and took xylene, wiped the whole floor down, and then I painted it with rust inhibitor paint. So that's got all that stopped. This is what sucks with people when they just won't get rid of something. Now, you know, if it's in a garage or under a shed or a barn or something, you know, hey, it is what it is. But this old truck, it's set on an old dairy farm and up against a fence row. The transmission come out of it, and they had it in a barn. The barn fell down or something. Well, they just let it roll across the road. The transmission went out of the truck. That's why they parked it. Again, this old truck's got a pretty healthy little small block in it, and they were hot rodding it toward the transmission out. And so anyway, they parked it. It has a reverse. That's the only gear this thing's got. So anyway, they backed it up in that shed. Well, the shed fell down, or a storm come through something. So something happened to the point that they had to pull the truck out of the shed. I don't remember exactly what, but they started it and let it roll forward, and it rolled up against the fence row, and that's where it sat, with the window halfway down. That's what irritates me and pisses me off with these old trucks and stuff. You know, if you don't care enough about one to the point where you're going to just let it set with the window down, sell it. Get rid of it. Let someone else enjoy it. This was one of those trucks. He wouldn't get rid of it, would not sell it. And the only reason I ended up buying this truck, and I know this guy pretty good, I like him, but at the same point, he should have got rid of the truck a long time ago. Just because, like I said, there's no sense in the world in letting something like this set with the window down. Now, I've got all that rust stopped. It didn't go all the way through the floor. The floor feels real good and solid. It's not soft. But another couple years, and that floor would have been gone. So anyways, that's how a lot of these old trucks and cars and stuff get ruined, because for whatever reason, people won't sell this stuff. Now, I understand if it's a, you know, some kind of family attachment, whatever. But again, you know, if it's sitting outside the window down, throw a tarp over it or something. I mean, my goodness, it's not that hard. Like I said, if it wasn't for the property this truck was sitting on, someone else moved onto it, another family member, and they wanted these trucks out of there. He had no way to get them out. That's the only reason I got this truck and the 87. If it wasn't for that, it would still be sitting up there up against that fence row with the window down. When I took the mat out, there were ants everywhere. They were barely moving, thank goodness. They were fire ants, and I mean, they were everywhere in the floor of this thing. So I took carburetor cleaner, killed them all, and vacuumed them up. If you want to get mad at me over that, I don't really care. Those things are mean. I've been ate up by them before, and I've got a little girl here in this garage that runs around the place, so I have no use for a fire ant. So anyway, they're gone. Stripped the floor out. I bought a big wire brush for an angle grinder, and I'm telling you what, I can still taste that rust where I was stripping all that stuff out. But I would have lost sleep if I hadn't got that done. I wanted to get that done, get that sealed off, get it painted. And it's good now. That'll last for a long, long time. And so anyway, I've got a dash coming for the truck. I've got carpet coming for the truck. I want to get the carpet and the dash in it and take that seat. I might talk to Angie Dixon and see if she's got time to fool with it. This boy, he's got these seats ready to go. They're not as elaborate or pretty as what Angie can do. Angie can do some really cool stuff with these old seats and stuff. The guy I'm talking about on Facebook, these are just kind of stock standard seats, which this truck, you know, that's probably about all it needs. I'm not real concerned with the seat. So I may just take it and swap it out with him. It's $400 and it's done and over with. Then I can move out here pull the motor and transmission out of the truck, go ahead. I've got the transmission kit coming. I've got to get my stall ordered, but I've got to call PTC. I'm going to order a good stall. It's going to be around $1,000 for the stall, but PTC, if any of you guys are looking for a stall converter, PTC is the way to go. I've had a few of them, and it's been a long time. I know Dad's bought a few, but anyway, this last one I actually got with a car, and man, that thing was great. It was tight, and I mean, it was just a really good converter as far as, you know, for what I do, running around town and stuff. Great converter. So I'm going to order another one from them, but I'm going to get the motor out and tear it all down. I'm going to put new lifters in this motor, again, just because it's set for so long. It does run good, doesn't really give any issues. It had just a little bit of a lifter tick. So, you know, that could be the old oil. I could probably change it and not have any issues, but those hydraulic lifters are not that expensive. So I'll put a new set in it and, you know, of course, go through all the seals, oil pan gasket, time and chain cover, yada, yada, yada. Probably go ahead and put a new time and chain in it. And while I'm doing that, I'll jerk that cam out, get the numbers off of it, figure out exactly what kind of cam's in it, and I'll call PTC and they will set it up for me. They'll tell me exactly what I need. That's the good thing about PTC. You can call these people, they'll tell you exactly what you need, and it'll be right. So, anyways, get the motor and stuff pulled out, rebuild the transmission. Like I said, I've got all the rebuild kit coming. I've already got the pan and gasket and everything from Summit Racing. There's another one. Again, none of these people sponsor me whatsoever. They just take my money. But Summit Racing, their shipping department is freaking awesome. They're great. If you need it quick, fast, and in a damn hurry, call Summit Racing. Because I'm telling you, I've ordered stuff before I've laid down for work. And, you know, to go to bed. Of course, I go to bed really early. And I've ordered stuff, and I have no kidding had it in the next evening when I got home. It is just crazy how fast their shipping is. Now, this old steering wheel, I'm going to take its steering wheel out, clean it. But I've got a, like I call it a deluxe steering wheel. It wouldn't really be called a deluxe steering wheel. It's something that would have come in a Sierra Classic or something, a nicer truck. But I might just clean this one. I've also got that Forever Sharp steering wheel I was going to put in Sam over here when I got it. I've still got that in the cabinet. It's brand new. Maybe I'll put it in there. Got the lowering kit coming. I measured these rotors. Another quick tip. Measure these rotors, and I'd already had one lowering kit coming, and I got refunded because they were out of stock. Everything seems to be out of stock anymore, and my God, it's driving me crazy. I mean, you know, I don't know how long this COVID crap can drag on, but anyway, lower kit out of stock. They refunded my money, ordered another one, and luckily I measured these rotors because I always kind of figured you can either order a lowering kit for a 1-inch rotor or a 1.25. Now you could step it up again because I'm going to order calipers, rotors, and everything. So if you wanted to step your 1-inch rotor up to a 1.25, you could change all that and should be okay. Anyway, so I've got the lowering kit coming. God, I don't know what all. I've got so much stuff on the way for this truck. It's going to be like Christmas. When I'm building one of these, it typically is because I order so much stuff all at once, and then it just kind of gradually comes, and I never know what's in the boxes. But I think I've got about everything headed this way. Just wanted to give you all the tip on that lowering kit. Oh, and what I was getting at, this is an original V8 truck. I always figured the 1-inch rotors were maybe for a factory 6-cylinder truck. That's not the case. This truck has a 1-inch rotor. I'm going to say 80% of these trucks that I've built, and I've had a lot of these trucks, you haven't seen them all. I didn't start doing these videos till here pretty recently when Primer's Best urged me to, and I'm glad I did. I have fun with it. So, but anyway, this is a factory V8 truck with a 1-inch rotor. So I don't know, maybe it was just an option. I have no idea. But anyways, 1-inch rotors on this truck. So I've got the lower kit coming, I've got the wheels and tires, I've got the shocks, I've got the shock extenders, I've got carpet coming, I've got the dash coming, I've got everything for the transmission coming. I'm going to take a drum out of the 700R and put in the 350 turbo. I will kind of go into that later on when I start building the transmission. They're a lot stouter out of that 700R, and it'll work in the 350 turbo. I've never built a 350 turbo. It's going to be my first one. This truck's got the first transmission I've ever built, first and only transmission I've ever built, and it seems to still be doing good. So I enjoyed doing that, and so I'm going to jump over to this one. And I went from a 700R going to build a 350 turbo, so this one shouldn't be no issue. The 700Rs is a little bit more tricky than the 350 turbos. From what I hear, again, what would I know, because I've never built a 350 turbo, but everyone I've talked to, they say these overdrives are a little more tedious on the clearances and stuff, and I've got this one pretty good. You know, it seems to be doing good, so I don't have any issues with it. So anyways, build the transmission, go through the motor, seal everything up, clean under the hood, you know, clean it all up under there. I might try to find the air stuff back. I don't know. That's, you know, I don't know. That's kind of on the back burner right now, but go ahead and put a new heater core and stuff in it, get the interior done, get this thing set down on some wheels. Got to put the spoiler on. I've got the spoiler. I've got to order the rear bumper, the sport bumper that I wish I would have took off Walter and I didn't. But do what? Breaking your bike. Anyway, sorry about that. My wife walked out here with the baby, and had to talk to them for just a second. But anyway. Sport bumper, trim. I've got to order the trim. I forgot to do that. I'm glad I done this video. I did forget to reorder trim. I put the last trim set on. Well, shit, I don't know. Maybe I did order the trim. That's what I'm saying. I forget where I'm at. I need to start writing stuff down. And I am going to try to write everything down on this truck as to where I'm at on it money-wise. Now, I bought the 87 from the same guy and made money on it. So I'm going to look at it like whatever money I made on that truck, which was, I want to say $1,500, that's less that I've got in this one. And I'll write all that down and just sort of show you what goes into something like this. Especially if, you know, if you're kind of new to these trucks, you don't really know, you know, as far as money and what it costs to get one to this point. Maybe this will kind of help you understand. Now, I'm going to the rod run here next week. You'll see something like this up there that's not running, and somebody's going to have some stupid money on it. But again, I'm not trying to get down on them for doing that. These trucks are expensive, very expensive, especially for a good truck. But you have to take into account what it takes to get them to the point where they are, you know, rough trucks like this that are bringing 14 or 15,000. So again, maybe I can instill that in some of you that hasn't really fooled with stuff like this. So anyways, again, I'll sit down and write all that down and kind of show you what it takes to get one to that point. Again, if it's something you've never done, most of you probably have. So anyways, going to move over here to Sam. Just ordered a bunch of stuff for Sam. Distributor, master cylinder. The master cylinder on it is okay, but the pedal feels a little funky, so we're going to put a new master cylinder on it. Again, distributor, fuel pump relay, throttle position sensor. What else? Can't remember what all. Several things that I ordered for that truck just a minute ago. So Jimmy and Rita's going to pick that up in the morning, and I'll get started on it and get off of this one for a little while. I just wanted to get that floor sealed up, and I feel so much better that it's sealed up, it's dry, it's clean, and that'll last for several more years. I'm going to put down some kind of like dynamite to like sound deadener to, you know, kind of kill some of the cab noise and stuff, and then I'll put that carpet in it, the dash pad, clean the door panels up, glue the little trim pieces back on it, and then all I'll lack really is the seat, and I will figure out what I'm going to do with that and the radio. Probably leave a stock radio in it. I might order one. They make like retro sound radios and stuff for these trucks. So anyways, I've rambled on. I just kind of wanted to update y'all as to where I was at on this one. and give you kind of a little indicator on Sam as to what's going on with it. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you watching the video. I really appreciate all the subscribers and stuff. I would have never thought I would have had as many as I've got. And a shout out to Primer's Best for sharing my channel with everybody. I know most of y'all are here. Y'all came off his channel. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do some how-to videos on this truck. Jimmy and Rita actually sent me like a video editor, so maybe I can start doing some little videos, kind of cut and edit and make maybe like a little video of me doing this entire build, lowering it and, you know, getting the motor and stuff and out and putting back in it and yada yada yada, the interior, whatever. And I don't know. Anyways, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna get in the house and eat supper. The wife just kind of gave me a little indicator that she had everything done. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.